Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing. Of course, telling your friends about what we do right at Gusto TV. Big Lala is very much in the building today. And of course, I've got my one and only self right here with the one. It's a privilege to be with Big Lala, always, all the time. Words of wisdom from that well, of undiluted wisdom. So yeah, you guys enjoy Big Lala, and of course I'll also do as well with those deep, deep.
Okay, go on.
Anyways, today we've got WIZKID in the building. Starboy in the past couple of years has really done well for himself. He's gone ahead to do one of the biggest tours by an African artist in the US. He's also done the UK as well. This kid has done quite a whole lot in terms of tours. Is it a surprise that in Africa, we've not really seen a major WIZKID tour?
Well, going by, I don't know, usually where you come from, when you say you want to do tours, the stage in your career that you're doing those tours is usually how will I put it, is the period where you're on the come up, you're trying to, spread your music far and wide. Okay. So for people like WIZKID, the time they would have been touring Nigeria to make a name for them would have been the time they were trying to make a name for themselves, which is what they've done in the past. They've been on tours, campus tours, several school tours, country tours. They've done all that in the past. Right now, there's perhaps no point for any of these guys to consider. The aim for tours for them right now, people in that category, whether Wiz or Burna, is to make as much money, right? And spread the gospel of their music outside of the shores of Nigeria. That's usually the goal. So if we're talking about them now coming to Nigeria and start thinking about running a tour, are they going to make money? They're not going to really make money unless they just want to do it for doing sake and say, okay, like I said, I don't belly full from my music so far and on my outside tours. I just want to give back to my fans, maybe free shows and say I want to do something. Maybe, but usually tour is an opportunity for these guys to make money. And I don't think they are going to. I don't think they are going to do it. To be honest, it doesn't make financial sense for either of them to say they want to do a tour around Nigeria. Nah. Yeah. There are some selling pure water in Nigeria already as it is.
Big Lala, these guys have done tours, in and around, the world. Burna Boy is currently doing very well. Davido is doing well. Let's even talk about the three of them. We talk about Davido, talk about Burna, but talk about WIZKID. Having toured the whole, world, literally, selling out shows, thousands upon thousands, US, UK, and all of that. Understandably, the Nigerian fans will not pay them as much, but would it be a good idea to actually have these guys do a tour in Nigeria just to recognize those that they can easily refer to as their day zeros?
Well, their day zeros usually have an opportunity to see them maybe once or twice a year, or maybe 3 times a year. That's the December period, or the Easter period, or any of these special shows that come around. That's when the zeros get the chance to see them. The zeros will come around from different. If it's not close to them, they cover the south of Nigeria and they go to the Blue Belt in Abuja, and people who are interested come there. I even know people who come all the way from outside of the country to just come and witness some of these guys. You get, so it's a appreciating their zeros. Of course, it's important, but they get to see them. That's just one part of their fan base. What about the guys outside of Nigeria, outside of Africa? The people in the US now, the people in New York that I've seen with once.
Big Lala, these guys have done a lot of those kind of shows. Now, you talk about Abuja, you talked about Lagos, about geopolitical zones and all of that. We're talking about, I'm asking you a proper tour to say, guys, this is the Burna Boy Naija Tour 2022. This is the WIZKID Tour 2022. This is do you think having a show like that when they were coming up is the only time they can have a kind of tour like that now that they are big enough? You don't think, is it all about the money?
Of course, it's all about the money. Now is the only time they can rake in the money because they've built a solid fan base and they have international fans who will pay them top dollar to attend these events, right? They're going to be spreading the gospel of their music and earning, in fact, 20, 30 times how much they will have earned from doing a show in Nigeria. That being said, should they now come and say, oh, they want to do the same thing like that? In fact, there's only like 3 states maybe that these people can pull out a show and say they want to make some serious money. You get, if it's not Lagos, if it's not Abuja, if it's not either Rivers or Delta, any of those places, there's nowhere else that's paying them that amount of money. We saw how the makeup of when Wiz went to Ilorin.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole what's it called, but Wiz was sitting on a plastic chair. The whole venue was not looking top notch. I don't know how much he got paid, but those kind of shows is not Wiz's level. Those are not the things he has to be doing private shows in those areas, in those states. Somebody, maybe a billionaire, wants to do something and it's calling Wiz to come and perform. Those are the kind of thing. That's the level they are right now. They in terms of tour, now leave the touring for all these young guys who are trying to get their music across. They want to blow nationwide. Let them go on these tours, on this campus.
Big Lala. I saw a comment on Twitter, and that actually brought a question of, now, this guy is actually doing worldwide shows, basically, does it mean that in Nigerian tour for a month, for 3 weeks, just to, appreciate the fans and everything, would you consider it a downgrade of some sort?
Yes. Is it a
downgrade?
It's a downgrade because that's not what people of their caliber are doing. They've moved beyond touring locally. They tour internationally. That's the whole point of it. As an artist, the stage they've got into right now is tour international stage, not local tour.
So in Nigerian stage, a 3, 4, 5 states Nigerian tour would hurt in any way?
The 3, 4 way they talk. When Wiz was doing his own tour, right? He did not say Lagos tour. He did not have 2 locations in Lagos, one in Abuja. Where was the last one?
Did WIZKID call it a tour for you?
They added it to his tour dates. That's what they did. They added all these things. Even Burna Boy said the Space Rift tour is coming to Nigeria. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
They added it. So those are the kind of things they should be doing. Let them go on their tour and let people experience it in this Nigeria, but make it not pass the usual locations of Lagos, Abuja. Anything after that, it's not. There's no benefit. There's no real benefit to it.
Are you being classist here, Big Lala?
What do you mean I'm being classist? So do you expect people who are struggling to eat 3 times daily say they want to go and spend 20,000 to somebody's salary, want to go and spend it and watch Wiz? Is that what you're saying? Come on, Shay. It's not about being classist. It's the reality. Nobody would want to, in these places. I'm not saying everybody there are poor, but it doesn't make any sense. Even for Wiz, he's not going to get the maximum number of people buying those tickets. So what's not the whole point? And I get the fact of, maybe he's trying to give back to his day zero and day whatever.
Yeah.
I totally get. But the day zero too can, if they really, really want it, I'm pretty sure there are more in this Lagos and Abuja and Rivers than in any of these other states that you want him to go and be. Let them travel down. They are in their small number. Come to these locations and enjoy Wiz or Burna Boy.
Davido.
It's simple. It's as simple as,
Anyways, guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Burna Boy, Davido, WIZKID, a Niger-focused tour in 2022 or any other year. What do you think about that one? Would it be a good move or would it be a bad move? Do you think they should do it or not? Do you think the fans would appreciate it or not? Do you think these guys that we talk about should actually give it, a thought to say, you know what, it's time to give back to the fans. Let's make this happen. And finally, Big Lala, should they collaborate together to make this happen? One in a lifetime major Naija tour with Burna David.
No, sir. There's again, I might be sounding like it's all about money. Of course, it's all about money when you do this stuff, because it's not cheap to get your whole crew and go to these places and say you want to tour. Who's going to cover those expenses? So there's nothing like banding together when there are no more hits. If more hits come back and they want to do that, then I would understand, because it's more hits, right?
Yeah.
They've just gotten back. But banding together to say they want to do it, nope. Unless there's a trillionaire who's trying to fund the whole thing.
Anyways, guys, put down comments down below. And of course, let's have all you have to say about this one. Wiz, David, Burna Boy, Naija 2022 tour. Should it happen or not? Good or bad move? Put them down below. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.